Hi, I'm Mick Guinea, Chairman and CEO of the Electronics Group. With its origins going back to 1963 and ever present in Shannon since then, it could be said that we have proven our sustainability as a business. But worldwide sustainability agenda has now rightly focused on the planet and climate change. And given the number of natural disasters throughout the world this year already, this urgency for action has never been so obvious. Thus, I have set the Electronics Group the ambitious target of being net carbon neutral by 2030. In some ways, this can be seen as a daunting task. However, I believe it's not only achievable, but it's also an essential contribution by this business to the preservation of the planet for future generations. Thus, we will be focusing on identification and reduction of carbon emission sources throughout the business, from the design of our products to how we manufacture, where we source our components, our energy efficiency, transportation and travel, and waste management. We can and must reduce the greenhouse gas impact of our business. But sustainability is not solely about the environment. It's also about social equity and economic development. Hence, we will be critiquing all aspects of the EI Electronics Group as a workplace: diversity and inclusion, learning and development, governance, ethical business conduct, etc. And we will be exploring more ways in which we can benefit the communities in which we do business, something which has always been part of our business philosophy.
The packaging that our suppliers use to transport our raw materials into EI make up a large percentage of what we send to landfill and that we recycle every year. So the objective is really to use the minimum amount of packaging to maximise protection. We hope to award a green pass to our suppliers that reduce as much packaging as possible. Sustainable packaging is our future, and the purchasing materials department are very, very much a part of that.
A big part of our challenge is addressing how our operations become more environmentally friendly, such as using more renewable sources of energy. So 2020 is our baseline year, and we've already calculated our scope 1 and 2 emissions for that year. So the challenge now is to best effect reductions to meet our 2030 targets.
So our finance department is currently looking to undergo a significant digital transformation and move from paper-based to electronic formats. As a long-established company, we have many traditional processes that have served us well throughout the years. The upside for us in making this digital transformation is the potential to have a significant impact on our carbon footprint.
It is our policies at EI Electronics to undertake our operations in such a manner to protect the health, safety and welfare of all our stakeholders, and to balance our business aims to sustain and protect the environment. EI Electronics are accredited to the ISO 45001 and to the ISO 14001 World-Class Management Systems. These systems will form an integral part of our long-term sustainability strategy and enable us to provide a better future for our children.
Learning, upskilling and development have always been at the core of our company culture here in EI, and I think this philosophy is key to maintaining a sustainable workplace into the future. Work-life balance and employee welfare are other considerations that all companies need to take on board, and thankfully EI already has a strong foundation with regard to this.
So our sustainability journey extends far beyond our manufacturing operations and impacts and is impacted by our customers in over 30 countries worldwide, from Ireland to as far afield as Australia. So these customers are making serious demands on us now to make our products in a more sustainable manner, and that's from the design phase right through manufacturing, distribution, end of life and recycling.
Our manufacturing headquarters in Shannon, now employing over 1,000 people, is increasingly reliant on IT to ensure maximum uptime of production. Likewise, our quality systems also rely heavily on IT, as do all our supplier and customer facing systems. So as we transition to cloud-based solutions, our IT infrastructure will be an integral part of building sustainable business into the future.
Achieving our ambitious sustainability targets here in EI presents a unique challenge for the quality department. We aim to achieve this whilst maintaining the highest product quality standards and also maintaining our reputation as a supplier of quality product in the marketplace. We will do this by working hand in hand with the various departments in EI on our joint journey to net carbon neutrality.
Employees are a central part of what EI does, and we have been doing this for over 30 years. A sustainable workplace is where we would look to nurture and support the culture of inclusion, diversity and respect. As we grow and develop, it's very important that we maintain this culture so that we are an appealing and a vibrant workplace to work in.
We recognise that some of the best ideas and initiatives towards building a more sustainable manufacturing operations will come from our operators who are involved in the day-to-day tasks associated with the manufacture of our products. And that is why they will play such an integral part in identifying more innovative and environmentally friendly solutions to their production tasks.
For us, being a sustainable business and sustaining and supporting our local communities go hand in hand. From the very beginning, EI has always believed in giving back to the communities in which we do business. We're proud to be able to support and develop our whole region through various projects. These mostly come under the pillars of education, sport and the wider community. This is something that isn't just true for operations here in Shannon, but is a philosophy for all of our subsidiaries worldwide.
Our suppliers span the globe and we've been dealing with a lot of them for many years. So our challenge now is to reduce our carbon footprint. And we can do that by working with our suppliers. We can reduce the amount of air freight we use. We can reduce the amount of packaging that comes in on our components and the packaging that goes out to our customers. And we can also, where possible, buy local. That's good for the community and it's good for our employees who live in the community. I think the key part of this process is to ensure that we assist our suppliers to also reduce their carbon footprint, because the goal of the project is to reduce carbon footprint through the whole supply chain. All this can be done in a very ethical way, and the hardest part of this process was to start, and I think we've made a very good start.
The EI campus as we know it today has evolved since the 1960s, combining some of the original buildings with the new near zero energy 10,000 square metre world-class extension. With a 14-acre site, 4 buildings and some 1,100 staff, we can make a huge sustainability statement by striving to take a leadership position in how we manage and develop our facilities into the future.
Biodiversity is a new consideration for EI Electronics, as it is for many companies. It's only when we begin to investigate the vulnerability of our biosphere that we realise the positive impact we can have as an organisation. Located in an unspoilt area of the west coast of Ireland, we have an ideal opportunity to create an imaginative biodiversity strategy today.
Product packaging is currently and will remain a necessary part of our product. However, I believe we are all convinced we can do more to significantly reduce both the amount and type of packaging we use in our finished product. We've already started to work with our current packaging suppliers to reduce the amount of plastic use and increase the amount of recyclable materials.
As a global company, air travel by employees is an essential part of our business. And whilst virtual meetings became the norm during the pandemic, we now have an opportunity to rethink how best to return to a more balanced and sustainable travel regime for our employees going forward.
It can sometimes be viewed as a cliché that employees are an organisation's most valuable asset. In EI, we have over 1,000 people on site in Shannon, the majority of whom are frontline workers involved directly in the manufacture of 15 million life safety devices per annum. They are critical to our success. We have a history of long service and loyalty amongst our employees. However, this can never be taken for granted. So attracting and retaining the right employees is key to maintaining a sustainable business for us into the future.
Although our products have evolved substantially since EI's earliest days, they are essentially life safety devices. And all of our employees are very aware that the work that they do, day in, day out, contributes to saving lives. A sustainable manufacturing philosophy is one which never compromises on quality, and for EI, this is reflected in the near zero failure rates of our products in the field.
How sustainable a product might be is significantly influenced by the decisions made during the product's design and development stage, as that is when key factors such as a product's materials and manufacturing processes are selected, its size and weight, its reliability, longevity and recyclability are fixed. The engineering team here at EI are embracing the Design for Sustainability challenge so that we can ensure that our next generation products' impact on our environment and the planet's resources is minimised, and that their role in the circular economy is fulfilled.
At our core, we are a proud Irish company, established and controlled here. In our long history, we have survived many a business storm and owe our success to the resilience, dedication and skill of the people who have served the company. By default, we could be said to have proven our sustainability. We firmly believe that a company can only be sustainable in a fair and equal society. And in our almost 60-year history, we have lived by those principles. Our net carbon neutral by 2030 goal will be a focal point of our sustainability journey in the next 8 years. And I'm asking each and every one of you to play your part in making this happen.